I know where we're at.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Look at us being in time.
We are in time.
In sync. In sync. Oh, throwback.
That's right. I want to be Joey. I don't know. That could be the wrong band. I don't know. I want to be
Isn't
Justin
in sync?
Timberlake.
In sync's the one with Justin Timberlake? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. And it's going to be May. That's all I know.
Okay, that's fine.
Nah. It is fabulous. But no, welcome to today's live stream of a glorious fabulosity where we discuss beauty and everything in between, from makeup to fragrances to skincare to hair care, if it's on either Trend Mood or one of our little indie pages, and we care about it. If not, we say get fucked and skip along.
That's right. Hey, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna. How are you?
Lorna's back. Back again.
Back again. No, today is going to be, we're going to have a slight deviation from the normal format,
Hey,
as
wait.
going to show off a product that I actually stashed from the last live stream. So if you watched the last live stream on Rhonda's channel, you may have seen this product as I showed it off. But oh, you best believe I'm so excited to get it. So it is from an Australian indie brand called Glaminatrix Cosmetics.
Ooh, Laminatrix.
So I got some of their new Space Chrome Duochrome Multichrome Gloriousness.
Ooh,
So
pretty.
I got this shade, and that shade from the
Ooh, I want
collection.
that one. The purple and blue is the one I would get.
Yeah, and then I also got some other shades that are in their collection. So that shade is Venus.
Ooh, I'm your Venus.
This shade is Jupiter,
Very pretty.
and the one that you like, which I also got, is Mercury. Like, look at that. Like, oh.
Mercury's in
and
retrograde.
and the best part is that's just swatched straight on the eye without like any base underneath it in terms of
Yeah.
color. So they are just like glorious. I also got 3 other of their products. I just need to try and find where they actually are on their website so I can show them off properly. It's the struggle of trying to find it on the website sometimes isn't the easiest. But what I can do, I'll go to my order. How about that?
Go.
Order.
Order. I'm doing good, Lorna. How are you, James?
I am a fabulous, as always. I get to see my glorious friends. I get to hang out with wifey. Okay. I'm trying to find, like, there's no way to actually search on the website, which just makes it difficult trying to find things sometimes. Why? Where is it? I'll have to search through the duochromes. I'll find them eventually. Just might take me a little bit. The struggle.
The struggle is real.
Mm-hmm.
How are
But
you
the
guys
shades I
doing?
got, oh, I found them. So
All
this
right.
is another shade I got. Fire Orchid.
Ooh, very pretty.
This is Wisteria.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I love that one. Purple's up my alley. I also got Cornflower
Oh, wow.
and lucky last, oh, Cherry Blossom.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so I got all of them as well as their empty magnetic palette. So I plan to move all of my Australian indie brand products that I get that are single pans and move it all into this one big one, even if it's not from Glaminatrix, so I can have like one consolidated area of Australian indie brands. because
That's
I
very
plan to. Yeah,
exotic.
yeah, because I still plan to get other in single shades and such eventually from brands overseas. But I like the thought of having like a consolidated area or one palette for like Australian stuff.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's the only thing I stashed from last live. Was there anything in particular you stashed, wifey?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Fair enough. Oh well, I know where we are up to. We were up to, there is Tom Ford fragrances, a new palette from Beauty Bay, and then a sneak peek of new foundation from Makeup Forever. Kind of looks like this where we're up to.
Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, where we start. Well, we technically would start off with a sneak peek of the new lipsticks from Fenty Beauty, which I believe they're out now.
Fabulous.
Fabulous, which is these gloriousness.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I learned they are refillable lipsticks, so you can actually like remove the whole thing from the base. You actually, when you buy it, you buy the tube, and then you get the refill, and you actually have to load it in. From what I've seen, it doesn't come preloaded, so there's a whole way that you're supposed to take it out because it doesn't pop out the way it does when it's loaded when you first get it. And if you try and pop it out as normal, it doesn't work correctly or something goes off with it. But yeah, packing is no fun, Ashley. I understand. Do not blame you.
Well,
Procrastinator
also,
king here.
what they're talking about, I've heard people in the scuttlebutt that they're going to come out with a lot of different lip components so you can really customize your packaging to your color.
So that would be fun. Like if you could get an outside tube that matches the inside color.
Or just, has a fleur de lis or so some really design or,
Yeah.
all black
And
or.
and the colors look beautiful. Just a standard selection of neutrals and some reds. Beautiful. And I have one of her Mademoiselle lipsticks as well as the Poutsicle ones. So the Poutsicles are the bright neon colored juicy lipsticks, and then the Mademoiselles are just the matte liquid lipsticks. And they're both decent. I nothing to write home about, nothing special. I do find the Mademoiselle is a bit too matte sometimes, but
Right.
the Poutsicle one is ridiculously pigmented. I've got like a bright purple, and it's bright purple from one swatch.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, did we care that much about the new collection from Colourpop?
It's just another big giant palette of neutrals and
Yeah.
shimmers and grays and browns. It's kind of like a combination of all their big palettes put together.
Yeah. And then the next palette is quite pretty though from Beauty Bay. I do have to admit.
Oh, I think
Like,
it's gorgeous.
it's available now. The Love Notes palette.
Kind of want it, even though I have all these colors.
I like the fact they worked with people of color and male, at least male presenting people of color for the campaign imagery as well.
Right, it's beautiful.
Like, just because I mean those colors would look stunning on deeper complexions to begin with, so it's nice to also see it be presented on them as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And of course, those colors would work perfectly fine on our lighter complexions, but it's right up my alley. The only reason why I wouldn't get it, pretty much the whole color selection are things I'd like to get from Lethal in my pre-built purple palette. And at
Right.
that point, it would just be doubling up. Even
Yeah.
though I'm also like, I could mess with that, but I also equally have these colors in spades in all of my other palettes.
Very cool.
Oh, the next one, if people care, apparently there's rumors Rem Beauty is coming to Ulta.
I mean, it's a done deal. They are coming.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, that is an older post, so I'm sure there's been an update by now. Then there's the available now new lipstick line from Charlotte Tilbury. We love
They're very
Charlotte
pretty.
Tilbury, like beautiful shades, but just rinse repeats.
Right.
They
We
are
already
beautiful.
talked about Fenty.
Yeah, the reveal of them. Interesting shaped bullets too. Like they have a kind of pentagon shape to them. Pentagon, but with a curved bottom instead of a triangle or angled bottom.
Kind of like a little lip shape where you've got a little pointy cupid's bow and then
Yeah.
a flip bottom.
Yeah, there you go. It kind of shows you how it comes apart and together there. Interesting little components, and then available now. Do we care that much about the KVD? Good
No,
Apple
it's just a
concealer.
concealer.
Decent color selection, and it's supposed to be decent, so why not? Oh, that's right. And then the proper reveal of the Valentine's stuff from Danessa Marix. I saw her show these off live, and these just look stunning. It's a series of like pink ones. This one, I believe, is one that I saw her properly swatch. It's strange. It looks really pink in here, but from memory, when it went on the eye, it goes on like this really bright green, and then
Right.
has this crazy shift. Like it was unique. It was beautiful though. As always, Danessa Marix has stunning shades. I think this is more showing off of the shades as well, so you can see them getting like swatched. Like, look at the glory.
So beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at that green and that shift.
Yeah, that one I think is the one that was on the eyes where it had this weird green gold flash. It was stunning. Absolutely stunning.
What isn't coming to Ulta lately? I'm glad everything's coming to Ulta.
It's good because I've heard Ulta has a better points and rewards system than Sephora, so it's even better for those who prefer Ulta for that reason alone.
Absolutely.
Better options. This is beautiful. So I guess update for Ace Beauté. So they're restocking the tropical vibes eyeshadow palette for $38.99. And then there's
I don't love their formula. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
I've
okay.
heard the new one. I've heard the new formula is better than the old one. I had no issues with the older formula, but these look magical as well. Those two in particular.
Yeah, they are very pretty.
I have neither of Sephora or Ulta near me, Ashley. I only have Australia's version of Sephora called Mecca. It is pretty fabulous in Mecca, though. It looks very high-end inside. It reminds me of what Sephora does look like inside. Charlotte Tilbury's whole area is magical inside of it as well. Because Charlotte Tilbury came to Mecca, so I finally had like an in-person area for Charlotte Tilbury that I can swatch everything and see. I never realized how big her like bronzer is. It's literally like this fucking big. It's massive.
Yeah, you get your bang for your buck for sure.
Oh, and the swatches of this Ace Beauté stuff, like look at that. Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the old school Ace Beauté to me.
$28. I think I don't know if that's for $28 each or if that's for all four.
I think $28 is for the palette.
No, $38.99 for the palette. Yeah.
Oh, it says four tropical vibe glimmer shadows for $28.
Yeah. Well, if it does come with
that's a good
for $28, that's
price.
really good.
That's fair.
Yeah, why? Trend Mood, the fuck? Trend Mood also tagged Colourpop in it. They did a hashtag at the bottom. It says, what's on your list? XO Trend Mood. Then hashtag Colourpop Cosmetics.
That's so funny.
Trend Mood, are you on drugs?
Well, it does look, they do look exactly like,
those little parts. Yeah.
We don't care about Physicians Formula.
Don't care about this Undone Lacquer by Machine Gun Kelly. He's a freak
No,
weirdo. Anyways, I do not like him.
I won't. I won't support anything he does.
I do not understand how people still support him when he's like multiple times has stated that he hates he doesn't like the fact that like 15, 16, 17-year-olds are sexy because they're underage, and he just wishes it was fine to be with them. Like, he's said that in interviews live as well as like on posts online that are still like there, and it wasn't that long ago.
Well, it's so funny because he's with Megan Fox and she's much older than him.
Yeah, I know. But they're fucking weirdos together. They're fucking weirdos.
Well, I mean, but it is Megan Fox, so who, I would skip some age gap for that.
Yeah. She could do significantly better, though. Like, come on, let's be real. Leagues. She's leagues above him.
They're in love. Come on.
They're in something. That's all I'll say.
They're lost in love and they can't get their way out. Do we care about the lip mask from Sigma?
Has Sigma ever done a lip mask?
I don't know. I'm not that deep into Sigma to know.
I'm not either. I know they have had like lots of stuff. I also struggle because whenever I hear Sigma now because of work, I think of the lens company because there's a lens brand literally called and spelt the same way. Sigma.
Oh, wow.
They make cameras, lenses, and we deal with them often. They're a third-party alternative to like lenses that are more expensive but can be around the same quality-wise. So, yeah, again, whenever I hear Sigma, I'm like, oh, lenses.
That's funny. Let's just skip it then.
Yeah. This looks interesting. Another new Make It Black collection from
Lord,
Homer.
Medic.
So this happened last year for Black Lives Matter and for Black History Month, where it was brands coming together to create products that are not only people of color friendly, more so like deeper complexions, but also all the money goes towards supporting Black communities.
Right.
So this year's got Oma Beauty, who started it originally. Then there's also Morphe, MAC Cosmetics, Elf Cosmetics, as well as some items that are existing products just with special packaging.
That Morphe palette looks cute.
Yeah, the lipsticks look great.
So
Well, what I'm excited for, wifey, I'm sure they have, but I've never seen it before. Black MAC lipstick.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know that they have either.
Yeah,
you would have thought throughout the year.
Well, I've been to multiple MAC counters with all of their lipsticks, and it would stand out to me. Never have seen a black. I've seen dark purples, really dark purples, but not black.
Right.
So who knows? Apparently, the world's first carbon negative skincare product. A powerful facial oil that helps to brighten, nourish, and moisturize the skin, rich in salicin, vitamins, and fatty acids. It helps create a brighter, smoother, glowing complexion. The product's carbon footprint is negative because it is made using low carbon ingredients and sequesters carbon throughout its supply chain from cradle to gate. Whatever the fuck that means. It does not rely on or involve any carbon offsetting. £12.
So about $17.
So mix 2 to 3 drops of the facial oil into serums, moisturizers, or masks, or apply directly to clean, dry skin after cleansing to face and neck. Use daily in the morning or evening. Interesting. Don't know how true that is or whatever the fuck. Interesting. If it's actually true, that would be quite impressive if they figured out a way to actually do what they've claimed, where it's essentially like removing carbon.
Oh my god. Can you hear that hammering?
Yeah.
It's my freaking landlord. 7:22 on a Saturday night. He decides hammering.
Whatever he's doing. No, it doesn't matter. I don't hear it that loud. I just hear little bonk. It sounds like a washing machine a room or two over, like just going bonk, bonk, bonk quietly.
Oh. It's not what it sounds like to me.
Sorry about that, wifey.
Oh, it's fine.
This is interesting from Urban Decay. I hate the little brush on the top of it. Like, oh my god. But Urban Decay has concealers. Look, don't know how many shades they got. Doesn't look like there's a lot.
No, the color range looks sad.
Laneige has a new lip sleeping mask. It's chocolate colored, so it's either lighter chocolate or a darker chocolate.
It looks like poop.
It looks like kind of like fudge, that one, but the other one does.
The other one just looks like poop.
Yeah.
Especially the way I have it stacked up. That's shitty.
Do you want to talk about this Dose of Colors collection?
Sure, it's a cute little mini collection, and it is a Valentine's celebration. It includes Heart Cheeks Cream Blush Sticks, $22, Heart Eyeshadow Palettes, $26, and Opposites Attract 2-in-1 lip pairs for $22 each. And Dose of Colors lippies are fantastic, so that's a really great deal.
Looks like they're actually tubes that are stuck together.
Right, it's 2-in-1.
This one has been a bit controversial online. The next one from Kylie.
Oh, because of Trixie Mattel's packaging?
Not only that, have you seen the similarities even between the campaign imagery of her posing compared to another one by Trixie? So if you want to show the photos, of that, I'll try and bring up the photo I'm thinking of. So if you want to show the photos of that,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, I think Trixie may have done a video talking about it, but
Yes.
So this is the Trixie campaign imagery. You know, with the love heart. Look, that's Kylie.
It's the same.
Like, obviously, it's love heart. This is done differently, I will say, because that is Pyrex or some like plastic acrylic with the love heart cut out, while that is just light projection, but same concept.
Same concept.
And I'm sure someone's done love heart like that before, but like, yeah, like Huda did this back in 2019, and you know my thoughts about Huda, but she did this in 2019, so
because Trixie is still, you know, a much smaller independent brand, and for them to take, especially the heart component lippies.
Yeah, I feel like hers just looked cheap for the collection, while Trixie's makes sense for her whole line. So I think that's where the delineation needs to be made more apparent, where people are ignoring it. Because Kylie is just a random one-off collection, which it does make sense separated from everything else. Whereas Trixie, she's always said her line, she wants her products to feel like toys, where like the little Barbie house toys, while also being a makeup product. So it also makes sense. And they can both exist without being a thing. Like, they're different target audiences. I don't think drag queen lovers and Kylie Jenner fans really like mesh much they don't really overlap in real life. The only thing, like, I'm only a fan of the Kardashian Jenners purely for the fashion. I love the fact they can, like, it shits how they have done a lot of like blackface and such, but the rare few moments where they've had like stunning moments in fashion history, like specifically for me, what always comes to mind, Kim Kardashian with Mugler. Like, you can hate Kim and all that, but Kim, in a lot of the moments with Mugler, is in particular, like her moment on the Met Gala, where she had the really skin-tight dress with the little crystals hanging off it, looking like she's just surrounded by water. Ethereal, stunning. Like, I would kill to be literally in her position looking like that. Like, even just to photograph her. Like, I literally would even picture a whole photo shoot where she would be standing in front of a waterfall with fucking birds flying behind her. Like, it would be magical. But fuck them in every other capacity other than their fashion. Like, you have to give them that. When they have their moments, they look stunning. Even though they don't look real, they look stunning.
Because they're not real.
Exactly. And that's the whole point. They're selling a fantasy, not reality. But people forget
Right.
that.
Do we care about the
No,
Jaclyn Hill?
no, it looks like she's just looks like trying to be Norvina and herself at the same time.
We were talking about Fenty.
It is interesting though. The only thing that is kind of cool about the Jaclyn Hill thing, she made a lipstick remover. So it's a supposedly new innovative formula that will make liquid lipstick removal easy and quick. It looks like it's just like a balm, and you just rub it over. And Trenmo did a sample of like having lipstick all over the arm, and then used. I don't know how she did it, but apparently that
Right.
balm took it off, and it was easy to remove. So, got to give props for innovation of new formula. Like, I'm always for if someone can create something that is actually innovative, bring something new to the table.
Right.
Hey, go for it. Like, I always hear good things about One Size's face off spray, where it's the oil remover, and you just
Right.
like spray it on, let it leave on your face for like a minute or so, and it just melts the makeup off.
Yeah, I just got a makeup remover that's similar to that in my Boxy Premium.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I have not.
It'd be interesting to see how it works.
I might do it on camera.
This is swatches of the new Fenty Beauty lipsticks as well in real time, or rather just swatches on the skin. You see better, and the shades look glorious. Like, oh, look at them,
Beauteous.
beauteous. There's also a new shade of
Fenty Heat.
Fenty Heat, and apparently it's a Savage Beauty collaboration. So it's a collaboration with her lingerie line.
Well, there's actually real clothes too.
Yeah, I just think it. I guess
Right.
yeah, you would just say it's just a fashion line, but
Yeah.
it's apparently a color lavender heat. Oh no, lavender savage. Sorry, it looks beautiful though.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And then everybody loves these. Everybody goes crazy for them. The It Cosmetics brushes that they come out with.
Mm-hmm.
One's for breast cancer awareness. It comes out in the fall, and this time is for Valentine's.
Yeah, I think the fact it's new is there's hearts that are just confetti in the handle, no confetti in liquid. Looks
Right.
like
Just
maybe who
confetti.
knows.
But it's really good brushes, and actually, I've got like two of the heart brushes and a round brush, and that's all I use for my foundation. Is those three It Cosmetics brushes because they're so good. Yeah, Ashley, I'll try it. I'll try it. I don't know if I don't do a video, I'll just tell you about it.
This next one though looks kind of interesting.
Ooh.
It's a Valentine's collection from Revolution, but it's Batman themed.
No, 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 Batman.
What the? Such a weird fucking collection. Like Valentine's, but Batman.
But that's where, that's where they really get those DC fans.
I mean, I am into those colors in that blush palette though. Like,
It's beautiful. But the bad thing with Revolution, you never know what their quality is going to be.
yeah. Oh, interesting. Do we care about this LYS Beauty concealer?
No.
There's a lot of shades, given that.
They do have a good shade range.
The next product after that, who care? I don't really care about another concealer from Tarte. A lot of
No.
concealers lately. Fuck me.
Oh, and then there's a new foundation from
Kosa.
Kosas. That's nice.
Decent line of colours as well from the looks of it. Clean foundation as always. Because apparently that's the latest craze is clean beauty. There's no such thing as clean beauty. It's all chemicals, dumbasses.
Very dumbasses.
Oh, no, like, I understand it's false advertising and people don't understand, but like the whole concept of like, oh, it's clean, free from any harsh chemicals or anything like that. It's like, it's all chemicals, no matter how you swing it. It's all
Right.
chemicals. And there's no regulation for clean beauty as well. So how can you trust it? You can just literally slap clean beauty on anything, and there's no regulation behind it.
Exactly.
So brands need to stop. It's like also having SPFs that are reef safe. There's no such thing as a reef safe SPF. Truly, like when you actually look at the science.
That's sad because they make you, when you go to Mexico, they make you buy that special sunscreen.
Yeah, Hawaii also has some laws, but and they have had studies, but actual more in-depth long-term research has found that it's actually not as impactful unless it's in the extreme amounts of like the amount of tourists that were going to Hawaii. And you just have, there are options that are less harmful, but there is no reef safe because it's still all chemicals. They're all still going to be ingested eventually, and they're not naturally going to be there. Even if it is natural SPFs, it's still just not naturally occurring. It's like how people think they can put essential oils on their skin at like 100% capacity with like no dilution, and it can fuck their skin. It's like, oh, but it's essential oils, natural. Yeah, but it's still not normal.
Right.
Do not people realize you can burn your skin with fucking just eating lemons and leaving the juice on their face, going in the sun? Like,
right. Or highlight your hair.
I've tried doing that. It didn't work for me. I left it in there for hours. Didn't do anything to my hair.
I think you have to have kind of lighter hair.
So rude.
It is rude.
I just bomb it with bleach instead.
Me too.
This next collection from Makeup Revolution kind of looks fun.
The 90s thing?
Yeah, the Power Shadow. Oh, there's 90s Baby, Ready, Set, Go, Dollar Bills, Manifest, Boo, and Bougie AF. The little six pan. They kind of remind me of what Beauty Bay did, but I'm much more interested in Beauty Bay's six pans, especially the Disney collection from Beauty Bay. If I eventually get around to buying it and it's still available, I would love to get those palettes because the colors are really unique, and it's one of the cheapest ways to buy into as a Disney like item.
Right.
Especially anything Disney official branding is usually much more expensive than like a $10, $12 product.
Some elf brow product.
Yeah. Oh, the next thing was like a sneak peek of Beauty Guru brand edition where Trendmeter was just going around a party asking for like dates of new launches. So One Size Feb 14th, Dominique Cosmetics in March, Artist Couture in April, Laura Lee Los Angeles has something in September, Luna Beauty in April, Forever Mood spring summer. Then Elf has a soap brow.
Yeah.
$6.
Where you can just go to the dollar store, get a bar of glycerin soap, get a spoolie, get it a little wet, and just brush it through your brows, and it's $1, and you like it.
Or just remove your brows for free, like I did, and then no problems at all.
Bailey Sarian actually, she goes to the dollar store and gets a bar of soap. So Bailey Sarian does it.
Hey, it works. I've seen it work.
Yeah.
Sneak peek of the next Trend Mood box.
That's already happened.
Oh, it looks boring, honestly. Yeah, it looks boring.
It had the Nessa Myrix pencils in it, though.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's not boring. But what shades? It's either amethyst, emerald, jade, lemon quartz, rose quartz. Okay, not decent, not bad selection of shades of the pencils.
Yeah, but that and the glow recipe were the only thing that was exciting in that box.
The plump hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, and it was like $52 for the box. So I was like, no thanks. Right, I could just buy the pencils. if I want the pencils.
Yeah.
More
Do we care
concealer.
about?
It's
Yeah.
freaking concealer season.
The only thing I give it, I like how it's the Boing Cosmetics and a Boing concealer, and it has a little eraser pen, so it looks like it's a pencil with a little
I
eraser
used
on
to
it.
use that concealer. It's pretty good.
Yes. Yes, Ashley. It is a hard one. It's hard to explain even to adults who don't understand even the concept of essential oils at 100% like undiluted is not good for skin. Like they don't understand even that concept, let alone trying to explain that like unregulated things is rampant in makeup. It's like even the whole concept of how like some palettes can't be called an eyeshadow palette and have to be like a pigment palette or face palette because there's certain dyes in it that the FCC are like they're not safe for the eye because they can maybe stain your skin, but that's it.
Right. Speaking of eyes,
And the
Kaleidos.
products, and it's the products that are featuring today's live streams channel or like profile or whatever the fuck it's called, thumbnail. That's it. I got there eventually. The thumbnail photo product is this gloriousness from good old Kaleidos Makeup. It's the Smoky Nostalgia collection. I love the look of the shadows, like grungy gloriousness. Come on, look at that. Oh,
Yes, it looks good, but and I know that the shimmers are otherworldly, but I'm just not going to sink any money into it. And the blushes, they look great, but I just don't have extra money for stuff unless it's something really going to knock my socks off.
yeah. I'm sure you understand and know the science a lot better than I do, Ashley, but I've just tried to watch a lot of unbiased people who there's an Australian who has a degree and background in like cosmetics and science and such, and I think her name's like Lab Muffin, or her content tag is Lab Muffin. She goes quite in depth in a lot of these kind of like viral fads of like clean beauty, reef safe stuff, and like she actually goes from like here are actual facts and here are like peer reviewed studies that back this up, instead of like one little study that comes out that hasn't been peer reviewed but it's taken as gospel truth, like
Right.
the anti-vax thing where it's like from the beginning of like vaccines cause autism because of one faulty study that was taken as gospel, which was proven time and time again to be wrong.
Correct.
So that's besides the point. Back to makeup though. Then there's a restock update for the Bloom palette from Clarity Cosmetics.
Oh, it's so
Look how,
beautiful.
yeah, just
And the quality is top notch.
it looks so stunning. It screams to me. Jewel tones like that just are like right up my alley. Anything jewel toned deeper like this, I love that. Pairing that with soft pastels, it just is like dream come true eye looks for me. Which is why the next product in the lineup from Trend Mood, which also makes me so happy to see that it's on Trend Mood, Glaminatrix has a new palette coming out, and it's being first product to be featured on Trend Mood of theirs. It's called the Nocturnal palette. Just look at those swatches. Just like,
It's just beautiful.
oh. It has an interesting, like, it doesn't have the most interesting packaging, in my opinion. Like, they've had other palettes with much prettier art and outer. It's just like a soft, but it also kind of feeds into that mysteriousness of like Nocturnal. But
Right.
the color selection inside, I'm potentially going to get it because it is also a magnetic palette. So I would be able to depot the whole thing and put them alongside the current lineup of stuff that I've bought from Glaminatrix and waiting for it to arrive. It was going to come out earlier, but they had a little bit of backlash because they've only really been showing swatches of their products on lighter complexions. and
Uh,
people of deeper complexions were asking for swatches on deeper tones, and they ended up paying a lady in Australia who's of deeper complexion to do eye swatches of the palette, and they delayed the launch so people could also see it on deeper complexions too. So I give props to Glaminatrix to listening to feedback as well, of being like, we of deeper complexions want to see swatches of this. You only really have swatches on lighter skin tones. Can you please supply it? And then she's just gone, instead of just like, oh, I'm just going to not do anything and just like, oh, we have to wait for swatches, she actually delayed the launch until she had proper swatches on both lighter and darker complexions before actually making it available. So she's properly making it so that like people don't have to be just an afterthought in terms of when it's actually available for purchase. It's been just like, so obviously she could have done better by doing that initially, but it's nice to see a brand actually consider feedback and take the time to then be like, no, I will actually pay to get someone to create these swatches to properly show my products on a variety of skin tones, instead of just doing the bare minimum of like, oh, here's it on white skin tone. Especially coming out of Australia, it's not the most common to see it on deeper complexions here to begin with. So it's nice to see a bit of change even on the indie level too.
Fantastic. That is really great to hear.
Yeah. So that will be coming out, I believe. The current date is February 20th at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. They ship worldwide. The palette, I believe, is going to be 58 Australian dollars or something like that. Yeah, I'm not fully sure what the price is. It's around the 50s, but it looks stunning. Next collection, do we care about the Glamlight Hershey's collab? It's kind of fun packaging wise. The colors look pretty, but like,
well, it's just the same colors that they always do, just in different packaging.
the purples look fun. That's it. That's all I care about.
Right.
Is purple.
They already have those colors in other packages.
Yeah. Just this kind of funny looking little Hershey Kisses. They just look like little poops or little vases more than Hershey Kisses to me.
Little poops. That's the thing tonight. Little poops.
Then the next thing is this Milk Makeup mascara. Rise, lifting, lengthening.
I believe most mascaras are a lie.
The only one that it was truly like, I feel like I would repurchase at full price was the Pat McGrath Dark Star. The mini is not the same as the full size. I've had both. They are not the same.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even reconsider buying the mini. I would definitely buy the full size if that says anything about the formula difference.
Right. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and I mean, I've even got video proof of the difference too. I did a whole video of the full size where you could see it actually do something, and then I've also shown close-ups of the mini where it doesn't do the same things.
And sometimes the brushes are different too.
The brushes were the same. The formula was different.
Yeah. Well, that's terrible.
Yeah. But this does look interesting on the swatches they're showing, but we always know swatches don't mean everything on these photos for mascaras most of the time. But they at least look like they haven't added falsies, where oftentimes you used to see mascaras would have falsies in them.
Right.
But these ones look like it's the actual lashes without like
additional. And that looks pretty nice for a mascara.
Yeah, like this is it without mascara on that eye, and then the one I just showed before was with.
Right.
Pretty
she already
decent result.
The lashes. Yeah.
Yeah, on this lighter lashes, it looks decent. That's without, and then it went to the with.
Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, so full lighter lashes, it looks like it was more dramatic. Yeah, I don't know. And it's apparently made for all lash types: full lashes, dense lashes, downwards facing, short lashes. Apparently works with everyone's. So who knows? And then they have a comparison. So Kush is for mega volume, super thick badass lashes, bigger tapered brush, while Rise is for lifting, lengthening, and curling. Natural definition and volume, smaller curved brush. So you can also see shape differences too, which I appreciate. More more brands who do mascara need to do something like this.
I agree.
Because oftentimes they all just say they do the fucking same thing without actually differentiating, like this does for this does for that. Most of the time they often just go, they all are for like volume or lift or length. That's it.
Or black, or yeah.
This next product looks kind of interesting.
The Morphe collection?
Yeah, the palette, that's really it. The packaging on everything looks fun though.
Yeah, it's pretty. It looks like very teen-centered. It was very teen-erific. And then we've already seen the Trend Mood Bar.
The lady it's collaborating with, I've seen her online before. She is beautiful. Like, oh, look at her.
Oh, she is stunning.
And that's apparently using the palette, so looks like it could be fierce as fuck. Like, oh, look at her. Oh.
Yeah. They always make it look fierce in the pictures, for sure.
Well, it's because usually they get makeup by what's her face to do it. Trying to think, my brain's not remembering. Lipstick Nick.
Yeah.
Lipstick Nick usually does the makeup, and she's a phenomenal artist.
Yeah, I wish I had a pinky of her talent.
Yeah, hate him all you want, but she always turns out looks with Jeffrey's products.
Oh, I don't hate her at all. I think she's really...
No, I'm saying hate him. Hate him all you want.
Oh, right.
But she makes his products turn the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
These look interesting. New Patrick Tar stuff. This would probably be a blush I would like to try. Would be one of his. These look glorious.
Yeah, that looks really nice. And those lippies go with it really pair up well.
Look at that one. Oh. It sings to me.
Sing me to sleep.
All I hear is little angels. Just little angels singing.
Oh, you must hear Ruby purring. She's on my hip right now. You can't. She's like right here.
Hello, Ruby.
She's just chilling out.
This next one is just like, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. Okay.
Oh, Berry coming to Ulta.
That's an interesting move as well.
That's
that'd be cool
fantastic.
too, because adding to Ulta's higher end line of makeup and cosmetics too, which also will be fun because people will be able to access her stuff with points and stuff easier too. Really opening up her market and target audience. Smart move on Charlotte Tilbury's behalf if it actually comes to fruition.
Well, they usually don't announce it like that unless it's happening.
I feel like it might be official, considering the official Good Molecules account said, "Welcome to the Ulta family."
Right. Hell yeah.
Makeup Revolution, again, the only kind of thing that looks fun is the swirly whirly lipsticks.
Yeah. But they don't even go on like that, so.
Oh, have you seen them swatched?
I've had swirly lipsticks before, and they just mush together.
Penna.
Like, it might put like some shimmer, if it's a shimmery swirl, it'll add that shimmer to the body of the lipstick.
And this palette is abysmal. Like,
what's the point of even making that palette? It's so boring.
It's candy haze, where most of the shades aren't even candy tones. Like, candy, give me the fucking color. Like, if you're going to do candy, already, like, candy is usually, unless they're doing like the specific little like chalk like candies, where's the neon color? Right? Where's the red 40? Where's the red 40?
That's right. That's what we need. And then this the Halo palette coming from Odin's Eye, Angela.
Angela. Oh, glorious
Yeah.
colors. I feel like that's pretty much like 3/4 of this palette we both already have with feet on the ground.
Yeah, but still the formula, you know.
Yeah, definitely the formula and the packaging. But like color wise, I have no need for this palette.
Yeah, I can't justify buying it.
It's beautiful though.
It is gorgeous. And Onsai is very great formulas, and I'm happy with the palettes that I have from them. But even the palettes that I have from them, like one of them's got a bunch of the greens. So
Ooh, okay, this one is interesting and makes me kind of consider this next one. So Givenchy has made they've made pressed versions of those weird loose powders that we've always questioned how the fuck.
right,
But they've made like color coordinating versions, but in pressed, and the blush version. Ooh,
that's cool.
very interesting. I still want to know how the fuck you use the normal one, like in any way that makes sense. But,
Yeah, it
oh well.
doesn't. They don't put a price on it. That's for sure.
This next one, apparently, there's another collection of round 2 with Bridgerton and Pat McGrath.
I love the Bridgerton palette.
I don't really care how they're going to. I wish it was different. Like, apparently it's lip products, but like, look how mediocre the packaging is. Remember how beautiful the Celestial Divinity lip bullet that I bought
Right.
is? Like,
Yes.
Pat can turn out packaging. Even the palette looks beautiful, but like, ugh. Hi, Erica.
Hey, Erica. What's up, Mama?
The colors do look pretty though. Like, I will give it that. They are pretty colors.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear the kind of pink, but a lot of people would.
Yeah, it's just a pass to me though. Do we care about this Glossier balm?
No.
Do we care about the Too Faced?
No.
No more about the Kosas. New powder foundations from Elf in the camo line.
Which is great for people who love powder foundations.
And it's relatively cheap, $11 in 30 shades. Should be
Now
pretty
that's a
decent.
good range. That's a good range.
This next one looks fun from Fenty. Fenty Skin Cookies and Clean. It's a detox face mask. It's like
Oh
a
wow.
whip. It's like whipped cookies and cream butter, and you put it on your face, and it's a basic detox face mask. So it's whipped clay and charcoal. So it's like, which looks fun and fabulous. Which also, congratulations to Rihanna on her pregnancy too.
Yes, that's so awesome.
And wow, okay, I didn't expect that. We're finished on trend mode.
Yeah. Well, we skipped a lot of very boring concealers and things.
Yeah, all of the repeat, same thing every so often. It's just like, don't need it. I do know one that wasn't talked about. There was a leaked Natasha Denona palette, and it's kind of like, if I can find a photo of the leaked thing from Natasha, where for art there, leaked Natasha Denona.
I hope you had a safe trip, Erica. That sounds amazing to pick up a huge arcade game. That's fantastic. We'll love it.
I wonder if Natasha Denona will show it off considering it's leaked. But no, maybe not. Tags. Trying to find this leaked palette. It's basically a pastel palette. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty. I don't know that I'd get it because it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's
But
one of MIDI. It's a MIDI size, $65. But yeah, don't know. It's interesting. That's
I mean,
for sure.
they're pretty colors, but I'm not a big pastel person.
Yeah, but let us go to Trendstopia, which is where I want to be. I'm talking about indie products. So let me swipe and go down for a bit. This one looks fun. It's from an indie brand called Drench Cosmetics, collaboration with artist Neon MUA. It's called the Lunar Retrograde palette.
That's cool.
Nice darker for deeper complexions as well, which is always fabulous. It is $40 US. There's some
That's not
swatches
bad.
of it.
Very pretty.
Yes. This one's kind of interesting. So this is a palette from a TikToker. Her name's Selena Spooky Boo. She has her own makeup line called Beauty X Boo Cosmetics, and she brought out the Heartbreaker palette. I think it is currently sold out, but it might be having a restock eventually. And it is a two-parter, and it's like a face and eye palette that like makes a love heart and splits apart. This is called like Heartbreaker. Yeah, little indie brand, $33 gets you both halves. Not bad at all, I don't think, for a little indie brand supporting someone small.
Not at all.
What's the next one? I'm trying to find the next one. That's an indie brand. Interesting. Gourmand Girl Cosmetics has a C'est l'Amour, which is like a nice, pretty, pinky, neutrally palette.
That's cute.
Okay. Disco time. Always.
Oh, wow,
Always.
Erica. Sounds like it. That sounds like a fun living room.
Mm-hmm. Hex Baby Beauty has a pastel rainbow leaf palette.
Everybody loves a good rainbow palette.
Let's make it black. Sephora. Apparently Sephora's selling sex toys now.
Yeah, they are.
Heck yeah. Love that for Sephora.
Full body treatment.
Oh. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, you know.
How clever.
Oh. This kind of looks fun. JCat Beauty is apparently putting some fun little eye toppers out in Ulta. They look kind of fun. Not the most crazy, but little glittery moments.
Well, JCat's not bad. It's not a bad company.
This looks fun. Cara Beauty has some palette duos. They're little butterfly duos. So they're halves and they open up to be 6-pan colored stories on either side. So you get like a purple and a blue one, and then a pink and a yellow. They look magical.
Cool. It does look magical.
They're $22.99 per duo, so they're magnetic. So you can buy all of them for about basically $45 to get all four, and then you can magnetize whichever combination together that you'd like. A black-owned beauty brand, Makeup Scientist Cosmetics, has launched a dewy version of their dry ice setting spray. So Makeup Scientist Cosmetics has some like science-themed products, which is really fun. And they've got like dry ice matte spray, looking all fun with their product photography.
Very cool.
They also have like a palette that is in the shape of a little beaker. Some other science themed palettes, which I love that they've got like a science theme going on.
I think that you do. Science is fun.
Points. Lois Cosmetics has a new palette sneak peeking. So they've put out Meet Me in the Underworld as a restock for, I believe it'll be the last restock. Pre-orders.
That means I might have to buy it now.
Yeah, it's on the 25th. They also have a new palette coming out, Meet Me at Midnight. Here's some sneak peek shades from it.
Ooh, very pretty. I really love the Meet Me at the Underworld, but I kind of have all those colors, but I just
I
love
know.
that palette.
Oh, just look at it together. Yeah, I might end up just missing out too, but the color story is phenomenal though, from what I've seen. So yes, they've got a new collection coming out, Meet Me at Midnight.
I think I might have to get that Meet Me at Midnight though. Depends
Some
on what
more
the rest
showing
looks
off.
like.
This is the more of the Kaleidos stuff.
Right.
So they're the blushes. They look fun. Definitely beautiful imagery. Those palettes are kind of fun, stunning. It comes in own little case as always.
Well, you can buy the collection with or without the drawer set.
Yes, which I think is fun that they do a bit both.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so creative.
Then there's this brand, Beauty by Bibby, has launched Pride liner palettes. So they are different Pride flags, but as little
Well, that's a
color
good
palettes.
idea.
Yeah, very fun. Lots of fun, and they're don't know what the pricing is on them, but they look fun. Iconic London has these new glow blush and highlighter duos. Basic, neutral, meh. Anything else? Dior has a new line of lipsticks with that are refillable, and they come with different packaging options too.
Dior always has such beautiful components.
Lots of shades. And they're the component options. One looks kind of like denim. One looks like a plastic, but looks like pleated material. And then a shiny glossy metal. Apparently, Viziart has a new collection of multiple palettes out. 6 new palettes.
Oh my god!
Like, look at them going off. These two in particular are quite interesting.
Right,
From
I love that
Viziart.
bottom. That bottom cool tone is nice.
Have they ever done anything like a rainbow palette like that before?
Not that I can remember.
But they're fun. That's a weird one, like neutrals with a random blue. What the fuck? That's a fun grungy.
Neutral with a pop of blue. That's classic palette formula.
Yeah, the petite mattes. Oh, look at those swatches.
So pretty.
I've heard as well, Viziart's formula-wise has improved better with swiping on the fingers.
It's not. It wasn't bad to begin with.
Oh, maybe not Viziart. I'm thinking of another brand. Apparently, has started improving their finger swatching, but So, a celebrated carbon copy of their iconic large 2-gram Pro palettes. The chic and slimline packaging is fully wipeable. I think that's just referring to the size of the petite sizing. And then just this indie brand has the Fangirl palette, which is just this soft, neutral palette. Meh, rinse, repeat. Right. It's kind of pretty. Nothing new. Not bad pricing though, $26 US. I'm not mad if an indie brand has like a relatively inexpensive palette, but if it's like $40, $50 and it's just like clearly something that's just like they just slapped their logo on it without much other changes, that's when I'm a bit more like, no.
Right, I get that.
Give me what Deadly Sins does, where they have like pretty basic, cheaper like packaging wise, but they do custom printing on the front, and then the actual formula on the inside is actually like decent and not like just mediocre standard quality.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's it, at least for me, for indie products, unless you have any indie.
No, I think you got everything.
Oh. But that was a fun one.
It was. Let me get my calendar.
And I'll make a note as well where we are up to.
So, do we want to do Saturday the 26th?
Sure thing.
On my channel?
Yes.
All right. So we'll be back on the 26th on my channel. And it's been a pleasure, as always, to be with everybody and to talk about all this stuff. And I love you so
Yes.
much.
I love you all so much, wifey. Thank you for coming as always.
Everyone, have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.